I want to put it on record that he provided us with evidence that were fake evidence. If he doubts me, I challenge him to produce the appointment letter of the Chief Justice that he brought to the committee for the public to digest it. It will interest you to know that it is the junior of the Chief Justice, the Judicial Secretary, who appointed the Chief Justice.
I read, I think it was in Ghana Web, one of those platforms that the former Attorney General, Mr. Ike Otu, had launched some attack on you, that there was some information that deliberately withheld during the CJ petition issue. And I said, as for this one, when you come, I'll let you answer that first before we talk about anything else. So did you do that, and why?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me say that I heard it myself through many of the social medias, and I think on one of the TV3 program or something of that nature, and it surprised me. Before responding to him, let me quickly put in a disclaimer to say I'm not speaking on behalf of the committee.
Okay.
I'm speaking my mind, and I will not be disclosing things that happened at the committee, except those that they themselves are brought into the public domain. When I say they, I'm referring to Mr. Ike Otu and the former Chief Justice, what they brought into the public domain. I will respond to some of them. One of them is the location where we even had our hearing. It was said as a security zone.
And then the work of the committee is being conducted in a cordoned high security zone on Castle Drive, Osu, when all Article 146 proceedings since 1993 have been held in facilities of the Judicial Service. It is hard not to reach the conclusion that the choice of venue against the backdrop of secrecy of proceedings is intended to intimidate me and to prevent any citizen of Ghana from knowing how the proceedings are being conducted.
Maybe you can take a tour to Adu Lodge and see. There's no resemblance of gun and etc. over there at all. But one may ask, why not the court complex or the Judicial Service?
Why not?
Yeah. The answer is very simple. All other committees under Article 146 are Chief Justice Committee. It's the Chief Justice who set up the committee. So he decides where they should sit. But when the petition is against the Chief Justice, it's the Presidential Committee. It's the President who set up the committee. So it is not for the Chief Justice to tell us where to sit. It is for the President to tell us where we should sit. So they found a place for us. And again, because of the requirement that the proceeding should be in camera also, we thought that was a better place, because people will not come and mount their cameras and be shooting and say, oh, these are the panel members, this is the petitioner, this is the respondent going, etc. So we thought it was a very appropriate place. Thirdly, this was the Chief Justice meeting the committee. And if we should do that in a court complex, it's a bit demeaning. It's like he's appearing before people at his own place, where any time in the past she was the overall boss. Top person, now she is appearing there before. So we thought it was not the best place, but anyone who would like to go and see the place should try and arrange and go and see the place and see. That security issue, to me, it doesn't fly at all. We also heard that she says...
Are you suggesting that the place was too open and it couldn't have been a security issue?
No, it is. There's a gate, so you cannot just enter. But when you enter, there is nobody there to do anything about it. So she talked about being searched when she went there.
Before you enter, there's a thorough search of my body and my handbag in violation of protocols and courtesies extended to any Chief Justice.
all the members of the committee were served or searched, including myself. When we arrived, the chairman, who is a Supreme Court judge, was searched. All the judges, including we the non-judges, we were searched. Then when we met, then we told the security that no, you can't be doing this to us. We are coming here to do work, and you're supposed to give us security. You can't be subjecting us to search. So stop, you can't do this. So the first day, we were searched, but the Chief Justice was not there. She came the subsequent sitting, and when she came on the subsequent sitting, they searched her. Before they told us this is what has happened, and the committee decided again that no, stop searching her. So it was not as if somebody planned to embarrass her or do anything of the sort. Then she raised the issue of we not allowing her son, her daughter, and her husband to the place.
The committee has refused to allow me to go into the hearing with any family member,
which again is laughable, because if you look at the constitutional provision under Article 146, it provides that the proceedings should be in camera. Now, if we allow the Chief Justice to come in with the husband and the daughter, what about the petitioners? Will the petitioners also be allowed to come in with their spouses and their children? And assuming the Chief Justice sympathizes, go to court and say, no, this thing is not in camera because there were other people in the room. They threw everything out.
So in camera technically means that no one outside of
unless
the
you have a role to play, you are a party, or maybe you provide technical support like the police and the people who record the proceedings. Apart from that, no you can't just come and say, like how we do in court, I'm going to listen. No, you can't come and listen. So we looked at all this and said, no, we cannot go for that. So that also explains the reason why we did not allow it. Then I heard her saying that she had waived her right of hearing in camera.
In order to address the troubling violations of the Constitution and illegality of the proceedings that have become obvious to me, that became obvious to me from the beginning of the process. I started an action in the Supreme Court. I applied for the proceedings of the committee set up by His Excellency the President to be held in public, so that in the interest of transparency and for the truth in the matters being raised to be made known to the people of Ghana. I did so because I knew that the secrecy of the proceedings for removing justices was not created in the Constitution as a cover-up for any agenda.
Maybe the type of constitution or the version of the constitution she reads is different from the one I have read. The constitution is categorical. It says that it must be in camera. It didn't say except if the respondent waives. It didn't give her that opportunity. It said the whole proceeding should be in camera. So in my considered opinion, it was not her right. It is what the constitution dictates that I think we should follow. Now let's come to Mr. Ayukwe Otu's attack on me. I find it very interesting. He said he has provided all the evidence to Mr. Domelevo, a former Auditor General, and I sat there and I didn't take it, and other people, I was whatever influenced my decision, he doesn't know. Well, being an experienced lawyer, I expected him to know that yes, he provided evidence to us. We had to verify the evidence. We don't just take the evidence you have given to us. We are not idiots. You don't just give us anything and assume that we are going to take it. Okay? And you will get it in a minute. Why I say we have to verify the evidence. He should also know that there are counter evidence from the petitioners. So when you provide evidence, they also provide evidence. We also look for our own evidence to validate it. Okay? And I want to put it on record that he provided us with evidence that were fake evidence. Some of her evidence he provided us as far as that financial issue is concerned.
They were fake. They had been manufactured.
If he doubts me, I challenge him to produce the appointment letter of the Chief Justice that he brought to the committee for the public to digest it. It will interest you to know that it is the junior of the Chief Justice, the Judicial Secretary, who appointed the Chief Justice.
How was that?
Yes, that letter he produced is signed by the Judicial Secretary appointing a Chief Justice. And apart from the heading of the document, which says appointment letter, there is no resemblance of appointment in the body of the letter. So it's just like me writing in front of your house, Office of the President. That means this is the presidency. That is all it did. When I looked at it, I said, the heading of this letter bears no relevance to the body of it. But be it as it may, in the public service and even in the private sector, a junior officer does not appoint a senior officer.
So basically you're saying it was fake?
It's a fake document. It's a fake document. It's one of the evidence he produced just to make an argument. I don't believe it is authentic. Even if it is authentic, it is wrong. It is not the right document. Because the appointment of the Chief Justice per the Constitution is by the President, not the Judicial Service. So
it's the President's signature that should be on.
Exactly. And normally when you are appointed by the President, he actually issues, I've forgotten a decree or something like that, forgotten the name, a fiat or something like that. There's a document that is signed to show that you have been so appointed. You remember they give you something, a round document or paper,
like a scroll.
the national scroll, in the national calice. Yes, normally it contains something like that, which shows that you have been appointed to become whatever position you are given. So, to me, that document is fake. But let's go on to other issues.